What's up, everyone? This is Saiyan 91 back once again for some more Let's Play Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney. In the last part, we finished up part of the court segment. Yeah, it's actually the only part in the game where you're still doing a court segment even though it said to be continued. So, let's do day 2, trial latter. Because we had to have a recess due to all the crap that happened in the last part. What? Yeah, they're always nuts. But we always try to get we always do our best. So we're bringing quicksand. And we're sinking fast. Do with a piece of cloth. Yeah, possibly. Tiny insignificant piece of cloth. I'm the one who's starting to feel tiny insignificant. Aren't you emotional? Oh dear God, no. Cowboy. Actually, that was proven wrong. I saw that on Mythbusters way back when it was actually popular. So we can't go over there. Keeping their eye on it, they're not letting anyone get into their territory. But then again, I'm not really that surprised. Trying everything they can to turn everything into their favor. Make sure she gets, you know, the guilty sentence. You shouldn't be drinking in a courtroom. Even he saw the red muffler. So where in the photographs she didn't have it? So why was it stuffed into the car's exhaust? Because calling it a muffler is just going to get confusing, so you can just call it the exhaust. It's the same damn thing. Yeah, you're full of a lot of bull. And liquid shit. Ugh. Too Western for my taste. Alright, let's get back into this. We can do it. Come on. Okay. What's up? The judge keeps looking over the prosecution. What the hell? Nothing wrong, Edgeworth? Your face is blue, your lips are purple, you're sweating bullets. Furrowed brow, those grinding teeth, those watery eyes. It's more your eyes are unfocused. You're doubled over, your back is bent. It can't be. This can't happen. I wonder what happened to Edgeworth. Good question. Alright, let's continue on. And what? Jesus, Edgeworth, calm down. Or at least explain why you're acting so nuts. Who's there? Who the hell are you? And now we get some odd music. It's like it belongs in some kind of horror movie. Temperature rose 5 degrees when that man came in. What on earth is he? Quit blinking at me! Apparently the judge knows him. Come on! Jesus, man. Udgy? Freak. He doesn't even call him by any kind of name. Seems to be very friendly, at least. Big shock. Sorry, but who are you? So you're Righto. It's just right, man. All your nicknames blow. How about no? Worthy? Mr. Wright. The District Chief of Police? He's in charge of the cops? Oh god. We've now hit the top of the food chain. Damon Gant. Well, at least we know his damn name finally. Took you like 5 minutes. It's been over 2 years since you came to the courtroom. Something's up with Edgeworth. He's just going ballistic. It's the muffler. Star wasn't seeing things. The crime occurred, and this guy really was wearing that muffler. Come to think of it, it's stuffed in the exhaust pipe. No Worthy's car. Okay, he's really eating up the damn time. Okay, what is this? Looks like some kind of, I don't know, knife with a tag on it? So a switchblade. Alright. Chief, what kind of outfit are you running? Mr. Edgeworth. How could they miss such a vital piece of evidence? Your investigators are this lax, they expect us to do our job. In other words, you're a lazy douche, and therefore I'm gonna get screwed. Now we get the dramatic music again, which means he means business. Person in charge of investigation. No mistaking that signature. Miles Edgeworth. So it's his fault. Wait, does that mean that the document that Meekins brought in was that Yes, it is. You're getting tossed around like a sack of pork rinds. About time for it, too. And to think, Karma probably would have blown his lid over this. But luckily, we don't have Karma to deal with anymore. Take a look at the blade of the knife. The blade? Well, I don't see. Why not? Yes, well, I think all you do is just push the switch and... If I cut my finger, Mr. Wright, I won't be able to pound my gavel. Just use your other hand. Cut my finger, I won't be able to point at people anymore. Just use... Well, don't use the metal. Fine. Jeez. Switchblade knife. Check. Zoom in. Turn around and examine the switch. There you go. I'm the one who's scared. And it's broken. The red stain is blood. Obviously. And we get to add to the court record. Next, use the actions of the police department. I'd like to hear an explanation from the chief of police himself. Terribly sorry, but can I ask you to testify for us? How about the split between the prosecutors and the police? And the knife. Alright then. Department in disorder. This knife is special, but I can't say how here. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between the knife and Goodman. That was a bad day for the department. We weren't in any shape to do an investigation. Detective was killed at the police department. See, what a mess. Time of the crime, 5:15. Scary coincidence, huh? It's not officially linked to this here case, so I can't talk much about it. There was a murder in the police department, a detective? It's hush-hush information. They haven't announced it yet. Wait a minute. You said 5:15. And I'm just going to take a look. Look over here. Doesn't say exactly, but it's around that time anyway. That's exactly the time when Detective Goodman was killed at the prosecutor's office. So there's 2 deaths in the same time, 2 different places. Well, flustered, as you might well assume, in the middle of a top secret investigation. No, don't be shouting around the room, dingbat. 2 detectives killed at the same time in 2 different places. Chances of that are really slim. I'd like to exercise my right to cross-examine. Very well. Keep your questions focused on the case at hand. Try. Alright. First off, I want to look at that knife a little bit more closely, especially the tag on it. Since we only examined the knife part, let's examine the tag itself. Small tag on the knife. It says SL92. What's that supposed to mean? Not sure, but it reminded me of a similar code. DL6? Nah. I don't remember where. I think I've seen something like that before. Something similar to what's written on the tag. It wasn't that long ago either. Yeah, I should check the court record again. And there's your obvious hint. And it's not right there. It is actually right here. The victim's note. If you could just turn the picture around, except you can't, so you have to tilt your heads a bit, but upside down it reads the exact same thing that's on the tag. So, yes. But what the hell, we'll press. Just for SNL's. Excuse me, special. Hard to come by this particular knife anywhere else. Like that special thing in this little tag. Oh, sorry, Wright, but I can't say that right now. Not that. Established that the knife in Goodman's chest was this knife. Now, why was there another knife at the scene of the crime? It's quite a mystery. Like a mystery, it's wrapped in something. A muffler. Unless there's evidence to prove a connection between this knife and Goodman, that would be the note, but we're going to keep on pressing just to get the full story. This knife was found in the scene of our crime. I think it makes it connected to the case. There's a lot of things that go in the department I can't explain. It's still a kit. Maybe there's something about the knife that will give us a clue. I already did that! Evidence that links this knife to Goodman. Perhaps the pieces are falling into place. I like how now it's starting to get easy than when before you could barely figure out anything. Blah 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 blah. Something didn't happen at the police office too, did it? Yeah, you look in your eye. Sharp, hungry. Chief, did something happen? And why haven't I heard? Why haven't you heard? Or why didn't you ask? No matter, I understand. You were busy with that anonymous case and all. Well, what happened? What happened at the police department? Detective was killed. But is it the same? The same day a detective was killed in the parking lot, another detective was killed at the police department? That's a fact. Surprising, isn't it? At a loss for words. The perpetrator? Do you have a suspect? Well, there was a suspect. Just arrested him, in fact. Just arrested, and that was quick. But there's still a lot of unanswered questions. You could help, right? Suppose I could help if you give me data on your case. Get sharp. Okay, here's the deal. I'll tell you one thing and one thing only. What to ask? I don't think it really matters what we ask, so... Where was he... How's he killed? Well, how was the victim... victim killed? How was he killed? No, that's the interesting part. Called a stabbing with a knife. A knife? Exactly the same as Goodman. Yeah, I think no matter what you pick, it's always the same thing. It's always the same thing as Goodman. But you know, It's not the only thing that is exactly the same. Everything else. More similarities between the two cases than the cause of death. Seems like we might press this a little harder. Time of the crime, 5:15.